To you Libras. So for you Libras, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and then you Libras actually have the Ten of Swords right here. Now, these three cards speaks to a level of you Libras essentially walking away from the way that you Libras used to do things. The way that you Libras used to approach people and try to essentially see what type of time they on. It's changed. A lot of you Libras are now approaching people, and if they essentially don't really show you any kind of enthusiasm, even if they don't really have, even if you have their number, right? The two of you may have exchanged numbers and all of that. If you don't really feel it, a lot of you Libras are going to be the ones to kind of leave. A lot of you Libras are accustomed to doing that anyway. Whenever it is in as far as whenever it is that y'all are ready. Because Libra is a zodiac sign where it's like y'all can essentially, sometimes y'all don't want the confrontation of having to tell somebody that you're not really into them anymore. So you'd rather just take the quieter route and just leave. But you've gotten away from that over the past couple of years. And you realize that like you've been overstretching yourself. There's a sense of you Libras being done with certain things the way that you used to do. There's not a lot of you Libras trying to impress the other person, trying to reach out and say what's up to them, and it just seems like you got to be the ones to do everything. The Four of Swords, like I said, putting an end to it. Four of Swords, Ace of Swords. Like when, you know, you're trying to see if a person actually is worthy of building with you. And that takes time, and it takes a willingness to, you know, a person's not going to do anything with you and for you unless they're willing to do so. And, you know, sometimes people's wants and what they're willing to do doesn't make any kind of sense, right? Sometimes people don't necessarily, sometimes people will do a whole lot for someone who doesn't deserve it, and then they won't do anything for a person that truly does. But to carry on, some of you Libras have decided to stop doing certain things because you realize that it's not really working for you anymore. Yes, you can get your foot in the door as far as have someone listen to you, but you realize that people just like the fact that you Libras are giving them attention. And they're desperate for attention, you know, and I've talked about this before, that attention is the new currency in today's time. Like, you know, it's not, and I'm glad somebody else actually covered it, but I could say who, but somebody actually covered this, that attention is the new form of currency. Like, it's really wild because you have individuals who they're not really even going after the money anymore. They'll have the millions of dollars, but they won't even just have the millions of dollars or billions of dollars and just shut up, go somewhere and be quiet. It's like, no, they have the millions of dollars and they constantly need to pop out and put their perspectives on things, and their uneducated perspectives, and then they need to put their perspectives on things, and it ends up making them look stupid, right? So a lot of you Libras are just done with that, right? The attention seeking. You trying to get to know somebody, and the only thing that they're thinking of is their phone is dry, so they want to get your attention, while at the same time low down, or I should say down low, they really like you. But the problem though is that they won't actually let the relationship become something else and grow, right? It's always got to have some sort of an extracurricular activity agenda attached to it. And then the Strength card, the Nine of Cups, and then you Libras have the Temperance right here. These three cards are about, a lot of you Libras are willing to actually start being more of yourselves. You're learning how to be, being able to actually stand your ground, call somebody out when they're full of it, not answer the phone if you don't want to. Just learning. A lot of you Libras just need to, and you are learning to, how to be more of yourselves. The Temperance right here represents, and also learning how to be a lot more patient, because a Libra is a zodiac sign. Y'all can go off on people sometimes, man. Y'all can have people you can let people have a piece of your mind sometimes, And if they have not worked on themselves emotionally, it can cut in. It can really, it can it can affect them for real, for real. And so I'm seeing how a lot of you Libras are just learning how to be more patient, and you're learning how to actually uh, not just be patient, but like learn how to communicate in a way that communicate with you in a way that it really gets to the point, right? See, all the zodiac signs have their own verbal form, their own verbal form of communication, right? All of the zodiac signs do. Um, with you Libras, right? With you Libras, it used to be um, if you do communicate, you're trying to delegate, you're trying to get your way from delegation, like, or by the way of delegation, like, oh, like, why can't we cut a deal? Why can't we actually work something out? And you're learning how to do that, but you're also learning how to communicate the way that a Virgo will communicate, which is you basically say what's going on in a way that affects the person. Because sometimes that's how Virgos, especially when we have our minds right, and I know this isn't a Virgo reading, but this is how it is that we can communicate, right? If we can communicate and communicate to you in such a way where you understand what it is that we talking about and the experience that we done been through. So it's the same thing for you Libras, excuse me. A lot of you Libras are understanding that the way that you're going to communicate, if you want to use your words, if you're not just cutting them off, you will use your verbal communication skills, right? If you want to let people know that you're in a situation where you actually care about them, but you want to know if this person is going to put any kind of effort into getting to know you. And that is the correct way of applying pressure. See, and I've talked about this before. Applying pressure is to get to what it is that you want to get to, right? So for instance, applying pressure is like, you in a relationship with a person, boom, no romantic fun just yet. So you ask them straight, it's been like 3 months, forever. I don't suggest even sticking around that long, but for anyone who decides to stick around that long, everybody is adults. You basically ask the person, okay, if we're in a relationship, we've never even so much as kissed. Like, are we actually going to get anywhere with this thing? And what that does is that actually puts the person in a position where now they have to talk about it, which actually gets you the answer to the question that you're looking for. And I've talked about this plenty of times before, that what it is that you Libras need a little bit more of is direct communication. That's the thing that you Libras are lacking. You Libras can be so strategic sometimes to the point where you don't actually get down to the nitty gritty, which is where it is that you need to go, especially if you're not getting your way. You need to definitely ask a direct question and look for a direct answer. Because sometimes people can see and be hip to the game that you playing. And what they'll do is that they'll play the game along with you Libras, and then it'll make it sound really good, like a delegation or something, like, you know what I'm saying? So because Libras rule agreements, relationships, agreements that people have with one another, right? What it is that you say no to, what it is that you agree to. So sometimes, my dear Libras, sometimes getting an agreement or getting an answer on something, whether it's yes or no, is simple as directly asking what exactly is going on. You Libras need to have many different ways about going about what it is that you want to get. Because you Libras only, at this current point, and y'all got homework to do. At this current point, you Libras only have one path to take as of right now, which is not good. And you Libras got to do your homework, because you have to learn many ways to communicate. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, And that will essentially get you to better quality people, because you will spend less time actually like feeling like you got played, because you won't. People don't play me anymore. People don't play me anymore. They play themselves. And how I can say that for a fact that people don't play me is because I'm not concerned with running games, because I'm not running a game. I'm not. And if I want to know something, I'll ask. I'm not really afraid. I'm not really caught up with the consequences. I'm not really afraid of walking away. So because of the fact that I'm not really afraid of walking away, I will ask. If I want something, I will ask. I will, trust me, I'll ask. I'll bring it up. I'll be sarcastic. I'll ask. But I'll bring it up. And because I want to know the answer to the question, like what exactly is going on. And I don't care about looking smooth. I don't care about playing it cool. You know what I'm saying? If I want to know if somebody likes me, if I want to know if I have a chance, and like it seems like the waters are too muddy, right? Like I'm getting to know them and it just seems obscure, I will ask, like, look, like what is this? Where are we going with this? You know? What is going on? Do I have a chance or do I not have a chance? And don't give me the old possibly, probably type of thing. Are you into me or not? If you into me, show me something, right? Don't just keep your mouth shut. Not so. I'm saying all that to say that this is how it is that you Libras get results, because there's somebody that's playing games with you. Like it is, I said before, they playing like they into you now. And the reason why is because you Libras are so easily able to walk away from them. And you got your answer, right? That they're wasting your time. And now it's time for you Libras to understand that the problem that you had is you needed to essentially get to the nitty gritty a lot sooner. Find out what's going on with this person a lot sooner. Instead of just looking at that, waiting for the perfect opportunity, you should have created it. And even if you did get the perfect opportunity, still don't waste time. You know what I mean? Cut right in. Get to the point. Look, you rocking with me or you not? You want to hang out or you don't? Do I have a chance or what? Let's see. Let's stop playing with this thing. I'm gonna give you my number. Here you go. You know? So let's clarify the Page of Wands. Two of Wands, Ten of Swords right here. Then you Libras have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the World. For you Libras, right? These three cards right here speaks to how, because people use obscurity and they use it over your head. They try to make it seem like, yeah, you have a chance. It's a mystery type of thing. If they try to make it too much of a mystery, it's a dub, Libra. The Three of Wands in the World right here. So there's a whole world out here for you Libras, and that's what this person is afraid of. They don't want you to go anywhere because they do like you. But the problem though, Libra, is the fact that they on some BS. They shy stuff. I'm shy. Which means that you're not going to get anything even if you're in a relationship with them. It's a dub. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.